as we look at the next 3 days, tomorrow's definitely not a good day to go get the car wash. We'll get some rain from Mother Nature there. Friday, I could see it, but we are also looking at some rain coming back in Friday night and early Saturday morning. So I would caution that. I'd say if you can, wait for the weekend, wait for maybe Saturday afternoon, because that's going to kick off a nice dry stretch through the middle of next week. But just to note, Saturday afternoon, or depending on where you are, maybe a little bit closer to noon, as we will be tracking a cold front coming through. There's a cold front moving through Pennsylvania right now. This is what brought all that severe weather to Ohio earlier. That has sort of quieted down. A couple of severe thunderstorm warnings down in Virginia. And then we've got this warm front that is draped right across our area, not really moving all that much. And it's sort of hitting a bit of a dry air wall that is set up offshore. Eventually, we're going to get high pressure building back down, and that will thin the clouds out for a brief period of time on Friday. But yeah, as we go through the day tomorrow, we're going to see cloudy skies. It's going to be really chilly and raw out there. Not a great day whatsoever. We had the best of spring earlier this week, and this is kind of the worst of what spring has to offer. Winds coming off the water, and that's going to keep the temperatures down, as will the lack of sunshine. Rain, anything is generally light and fairly scattered tomorrow. I'd have the umbrella for sure, especially if you're going to be outside for long periods of time. It's not a heavy rain event, and that's very, very fortunate, because I feel like every time we talk about rain over the last, 4 months, the entire year, it seems like every rain event winds up being a heavy one, but this is not going to be one of those times. Here we are into Friday morning. It's a cloudy start to the day. Again, high pressure will sort of influence us from offshore, and it's still a cool day, but better day. We should see some breaks of sun out there. We'll call it mid to maybe upper 50s if we get a little lucky. Clouds come back into Friday night, and then we're watching that cold front come through. That'll bring a few showers here into Saturday morning, but by the afternoon, even though we may see a few clouds come back in, the rain should be gone. So this is not a bad day whatsoever. Don't be scared away by the icon you see on the 7-day. We should have a pretty good weekend on our hands, especially on Sunday. It should be a brighter day as well. As we look at the rain forecast, exactly what I was talking about. Not a heavy rain event here. We're only looking at a couple of tenths of an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch at absolute best with this. And that's very important, because as we know, the rivers have been running high, although those have come back down pretty significantly, say over the last week to 10 days here. But you're looking at our almanac for tomorrow. For the month, we've already picked up about 3¼ inches, and that's a surplus. We should typically be about 2½ inches this part of April. Our average high tomorrow is 60 again. Low is 40. I don't think we're going to have any issues with the records tomorrow. 93 back in 1976. That was record high. Probably not even close to above average warmth here going forward over the next 10 days. As you can see, that's going to be something way out west. Here in the Northeast, we're looking at below average temperatures, really seasonable at best. I don't even think we see the 70s again until the end of the month. As you'll see here in the 7-day, we get to, our average high is 60. That's about the best we'll be. Saturday is your warm day here at 66, and obviously tomorrow is your chilly day at 51. But again, once we get past the shower Saturday morning, a nice little dry stretch into Tuesday of next week.